I remember visiting my grandmother as a child, her home always filled with the comforting scent of old books and the warmth of fresh bread baking in the oven. The kitchen was a place of laughter, gentle hands, and stories that seemed to stretch back through generations. Every visit felt like stepping into a living memory, where the past and present mingled in the air. She would share tales of her youth, moments of joy, hardship, and hope, painting vivid pictures of a world I'd never seen. Through her words, the past came alive, and I felt connected to something much larger than myself, a tapestry of family and history woven together. Yet, as I grew older, I began to notice subtle changes. Her steps became slower, her hands sometimes trembled as she kneaded dough or turned the pages of her favorite book. It was my first real encounter with the reality of aging, and it left a lasting impression on me. These moments sparked a lifelong curiosity in me. Why do we grow old? Is it truly inevitable, or is there something deeper at play? I wondered if aging was simply a part of life, or if it was a puzzle waiting to be solved. We see the signs of aging all around us, in our families, in ourselves. A new gray hair, a wrinkle, a lingering ache. Each one is a gentle reminder that time is always moving forward, shaping our bodies and our lives in ways both subtle and profound. But what if aging isn't just the result of wear and tear? What if it's a process we can truly understand and maybe even influence? The idea that aging could be studied and perhaps changed opens up a world of possibility and hope. Today, science suggests that aging is driven by specific biological mechanisms, tiny breakdowns in our cells and systems that, in theory, we might one day learn to repair. Researchers are uncovering the secrets of why we age and how we might slow, stop, or even reverse some of its effects. For the first time in history, we have the tools to imagine a future where growing older doesn't have to mean growing frail. Instead, we can look forward to more years filled with vitality, connection, and joy, redefining what it means to age. To truly understand aging, we must look beyond the surface and peer inside ourselves into the intricate world that exists within our bodies. Our bodies are made up of trillions of cells, each one a tiny, bustling unit of life working together in harmony to keep us alive and well. Inside every cell is a set of instructions, our DNA. Think of it as a vast library, filled with recipes that tell our cells how to grow, repair, and function. When we're young, our cells read these instructions with remarkable accuracy. This flawless reading keeps our bodies strong, our skin smooth, and our minds sharp. But as the years pass, small errors begin to appear. Cells start to misinterpret the instructions, and the once perfect harmony slowly unravels. This is aging at the cellular level. Skin loses its youthful elasticity, our immune system weakens, and we find ourselves with less energy than before. Even our organs and muscles begin to show signs of wear. But what causes these changes? Scientists now believe the root cause is a gradual loss of information within our cells. Our DNA remains, but over time, our cells lose the ability to read it correctly, like trying to follow a recipe from a cookbook with smudged or missing pages. The instructions are there, but they become harder to interpret. This information theory of aging suggests that aging isn't just about accumulating damage, but about losing access to the youthful instructions that once kept us vibrant. As our cells forget how to act young, this forgetfulness shows up in our bodies as wrinkles, slower healing, and the diseases we associate with old age. But there's hope. By understanding how this information is lost, scientists are exploring ways to restore it, potentially allowing our cells to remember their youthful instructions. The process of aging isn't just random chaos, it's driven by specific identifiable breakdowns in how our cells operate. If we can find ways to repair or reset the way our cells read their DNA, we might be able to slow, stop, or even reverse some aspects of aging. The science is still in its early days, but the possibilities are profound. Imagine a future where aging is no longer inevitable, but something we can influence. Aging, it turns out, may not be as unchangeable as we once believed. The secrets inside our cells could hold the key to a longer, healthier life for us all. Every day, our DNA is under siege. Invisible threats lurk everywhere, from the ultraviolet rays of sunlight that strike our skin to the chemicals in our environment and even the byproducts of our own metabolism. Each of these can damage the delicate strands of DNA inside our cells, creating a constant need for repair and vigilance. When we're young, our cells are like expert mechanics, quickly fixing most of the damage. But as we age, these repair systems become less efficient. The errors start to pile up, and the once smooth operation of our cells begins to falter. Imagine trying to follow a recipe full of typos. Mistakes in our DNA can disrupt how cells function, leading to problems that accumulate over time. These errors are a driving force behind the aging process and the onset of age-related diseases. But there's another piece to the puzzle: telomeres. These are the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes, acting like the plastic tips on shoelaces, preventing our genetic material from fraying or sticking together. Each time a cell divides, its telomeres get a little shorter. Eventually, they become so short that the cell can no longer divide safely. At this point, the cell enters a state called senescence, a kind of permanent retirement. Senescent cells don't just sit quietly, they linger in our tissues, releasing inflammatory signals and harmful molecules that can damage nearby healthy cells, contributing to chronic inflammation and tissue breakdown. This buildup of so-called zombie cells accelerates the aging process and increases our risk for diseases like cancer, heart disease, and dementia. Telomere shortening acts as a biological clock, counting down the number of times a cell can divide. If this process goes unchecked, it can have damaging effects on our tissues and organs. The combination of accumulating DNA errors and the gradual loss of telomeres is a major reason why our bodies break down as we get older, making us more vulnerable to illness and frailty. By understanding these fundamental processes, scientists are working to develop therapies that target the root causes of aging rather than just treating its symptoms. Protecting our DNA, supporting healthy telomeres, and removing senescent cells could help us not only live longer, but also stay healthier as we age. With every new discovery, the science of aging advances, and hope for a healthier, longer life grows brighter on the horizon. Inside our cells, mitochondria generate energy, and free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. Our bodies use antioxidants to neutralize these free radicals, keeping damage in check. In youth, this balance is strong, but with age, free radical production rises and antioxidant defenses weaken. The result is oxidative stress, a kind of biological rust that accelerates aging. This damage contributes to wrinkles, heart disease, and neurodegeneration. Diets rich in antioxidants from fruits and vegetables help, but the body's own defenses are crucial. As we age, maintaining this balance becomes harder and damage accumulates. Understanding oxidative stress gives us new ways to protect our cells. Managing free radicals is a key part of healthy aging. If our bodies can repair themselves, why do they age at all? Evolution offers answers. The disposable soma theory says organisms prioritize reproduction over long-term maintenance. Once we've passed on our genes, there's little evolutionary pressure to keep bodies in perfect shape. Our repair systems are good enough for youth, but not built for indefinite survival. Some genes help us early in life but harm us later, a trade-off evolution accepts. In the wild, few animals die of old age. External threats usually come first. Modern life lets us outlive those threats, revealing the slow decay evolution never fixed. Aging isn't a program, but a side effect of nature's priorities. Understanding this helps us see where science can intervene. Our genes set the stage, but lifestyle choices shape how we age. Poor diet, inactivity, stress, smoking, and excess alcohol all accelerate aging. Sugar and processed foods create harmful compounds that stiffen tissues. Sedentary living weakens muscles and slows repair. Chronic stress and toxins increase inflammation and cellular damage. But positive choices, like a plant-rich diet, regular exercise, and good sleep, can slow aging. Intermittent fasting and movement activate repair pathways. Exercise reduces inflammation, boosts brain health, and signals our bodies to stay resilient. Sleep is when the body repairs itself. Social connection and purpose also matter. These aren't minor tweaks, they're powerful levers for a longer, healthier life. Every choice sends a signal to your cells about how long and well you'll live. Science is now targeting the root causes of aging. Senolytics, drugs that clear out harmful senescent cells, are showing promise in animal and early human studies. Boosting mitochondrial health and NAD+ levels may rejuvenate cells and extend health span. Epigenetic research is revealing ways to reset the youthful patterns of gene expression. In mice, restoring the epigenome has reversed some signs of aging, like vision loss. The goal is to treat aging itself, not just its diseases. This shift from reactive to preventative medicine could transform how we age. The next revolution in health is already underway. You don't have to wait for future breakthroughs to take charge of your aging. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Colorful fruits and vegetables provide vital antioxidants. Limit sugar and processed foods to reduce inflammation. Move regularly. Combine cardio and resistance training for heart and muscle health. Even small changes like walking more add up. Embrace hormesis. Mild stressors like exercise, cold showers, or intermittent fasting activate repair. Prioritize sleep. It's when your body and brain recover. Build strong social connections and find purpose. These are as important as diet and exercise. Loneliness is a serious health risk. Nurture your relationships. Consistency is key. Small daily choices shape your aging trajectory. Start today to add not just years to your life, but life to your years. We're at a turning point. Aging is no longer an unchangeable fate. Science shows aging is a process with causes we can understand and address. The goal isn't immortality, but more healthy, vibrant years. Imagine a world where age doesn't mean decline, but continued vitality and purpose. The research is advancing, and we're learning we have more control than ever. Your daily choices, food, movement, sleep, connection, directly shape your future. While new therapies are coming, you can start your longevity journey now. Stay curious, informed, and proactive about your health. The quest to slow aging is about giving ourselves the gift of more meaningful time. The future of aging is one of hope, empowerment, and possibility.